Well, hello, YouTube. This is Diva G. Yes, I have been missing in action. And here is Serenity Rose, the ever so sleepy, beautiful Serenity Rose. I am here to give a little bit of a update on my life, what's been going on, to give a little brief explanation of my absence. Um, I just would like to um, just, kind of discuss a little bit of that. Well, as many of you know, I did make mention that I was caring for my parents who were very ill back here in March 2020. Um, I moved into my parents' home to care for them. I placed them both on hospice because they were terminally ill. I love my parents very, very much. Very much. I was blessed with some wonderful parents and a blessing to be able to care for my parents, an immeasurable blessing. On October the 10th, 2021, my daddy, my beloved daddy, he transitioned this life peacefully and quietly at home. Um, yes. And when I told my mother shortly after he transitioned, I said to her, she said to me actually, well, I knew we both were very ill. I just didn't know who was going to go first. And then she said, he was a good man, a good husband, a good father, a good brother, a good friend, a good brother in law. And that God had blessed her with a wonderful man who loved her and took good care of her and gave her three beautiful children. That's how my mother accepted my daddy transitioning. What a beautiful way. They had been happily married for 64 years and they loved each other very much. Even while they were very ill, um, I would make little videos, of them together, doing different little things, talking to each other, and it was absolutely beautiful, just beautiful. Um, my my dad's birthday um, was January the 20th, and on January the 20th, my mother she suffered a stroke, and she then transitioned from this life on January the 28th, 2021. So yes, both of my parents transitioned, and yeah, it was it's something that is unexplainable. The feeling that you have. My mother, she was very peaceful. She transitioned very peacefully at home. I was given such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blessing to be able to care for my parents, and to keep my promise to them, to keep them home, to be able to care for them, and to love on them, to just to love on them. It's something that I had done all my life. We would travel and do things together, but even to be able to do that while they were ill and to hear them say, thank you, you're the best daughter in the whole world, to bless me, to give me blessings, to say just all of these wonderful things. Um, it means a lot. It does. It means a lot. Um, and my mother, her celebration of life, um, we had it on February the 10th, 2021, which is the birthday of my brother who passed in 1989. So it was very memorable, her celebration of life. It was very upbeat and happy, as was my dad's celebration of life, which was on October the 20th, 2020. It was very beautiful, very upbeat, very moving. Um, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I have such wonderful, beautiful memories of both my parents, their celebration of life, as well as just being able to care for them and love on them, and the beautiful pictures, videos, um, different things that I have throughout the many years, you know, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I would just like to say that if you have the opportunity to care for anyone, um, as you know, toward at the end of their life, if you can, you will find that it's a beautiful gift. It really truly is. I feel very honored and blessed that the Creator entrusted their lives to me, and I was able to care for them. I was able to care for them, to keep my promise to them, and I'm grateful. I'm so very, very grateful. I'm so very, very grateful. I love my parents very much, and I do understand that death is a normal part of life. It's a normal part of life. It's a part of life that in many times we would like it not to have to happen. Um, you know, there is a scripture that says it's the evil accident of time. And it is because no matter when it happens, it's something that you kind of usually don't want it to happen, um, but it does. And you're left then with memories. And if the person has lived a life um, where a righteous type of life, where they did good and many things, they enjoyed their life, they lived it to the fullest, you have wonderful, beautiful memories to reflect on. Yes, you do. And that's what we all would like. You know, it's important to know, in a sense, the person was born. Yes. And then we do have to know that the person transitioned, that they passed. We need to know that date. But you know what's important? The most important part? That time in between. That dash, that part in between. That's the part where they lived. They lived. And they did whatever it was, you know. And my parents were 84. They lived a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful long life. And it wasn't until the very end of their lives that they became a bit ill. But even up until then, they were doing really well, you know. Um, but like I said, I did place them on hospice because you know I did know that they would get, you know, a lot of different benefits and services with hospice. I knew that they would get a wonderful quality of life, that their symptoms would be managed wonderfully, and they were. And also, it's a benefit to the caregivers, you know, the family members who are taking care of the person or persons on hospice, because you do have support as well. You know, you have the nursing staff, you also have the social worker, the chaplain, you know, you have other disciplines that do, you know, support, give calls, different things like that. And you do also have bereavement. And it's wonderful, you know. Of course, we're in a time right now where there aren't many things that are done face to face. Many things are just on telephone or videos, things like that. However, it does mean a lot to actually be able to talk to someone. And the hospice that my parents were on, There were some visits that were made. The nurse, came, um, and everything, as well as certain other disciplines. They would come, and so it meant a lot. So I am just absolutely grateful. Um, I'm grateful. It has been what many people would consider a big loss. Um, and because it's both parents. However, I look at it that I was given a wonderful gift. I had my parents for a very long time. They lived a wonderful, beautiful life. I shared much of it with them. We would travel together, do many, many things together, laugh, joke, talk, whatever. Um, I would take them to doctor's appointments or talk to the doctors on the phones, coordinate many different things. And, so I'm grateful. I am grateful. Um, and I'm happy that I was able to do whatever it is that I was able to do, that the Creator entrusted me with their lives. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. You know, I reflect on the wonderful memories and that laugh. And, sometimes if I have a moment where I feel a little sad, I look at some pictures, or, I think about a video or a trip or something like that. And it does lift me up. It does. In the times when I feel like crying, I cry. I cry. But you know something? I don't grieve uncontrollably. Um, you know, I have more joy than any bit of sadness. I have more joy because I remember how happy they were in a beautiful life and legacy that they left behind. And I am, in fact, grateful. I am grateful. So I would say to anyone who's watching this video, if you have the opportunity to care for a loved one, if you have that opportunity, do it. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gift for both involved, for you as the caregiver and them as well. It's something that you will never forget, never forget. And it is one of the absolute last things that you can do for them. And it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gift. Beautiful gift. I would like to say, I would hope that I will be able to make some videos with my beautiful girls, because I have Serenity Rose, Aliana Gorsi, and Ebony, who started it all. And I would like to maybe add a little boy also. But we'll see. We'll see. And maybe even maybe a toddler. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Well, from my home to your home, thank you again. Thank you again. Blessings.